Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and I am going to crave your indulgence today because I want to have some fun, as we do every day, but this puzzle is just too entertainingly set up to pass up. We should really, because we try and bring you videos every day that are accessible to new solvers, and we urge setters to send us puzzles without too many rules. This contravenes all those, and it wasn't sent to us, it was just recommended to us. And it looks so amusing. I suspect it's going to be very difficult given the pedigree here and the rule set, but I want to have a go because it looks such fun. It's clearly based on the game Cluedo, as we would say here, or Clue, as the Americans would say. And I will read you the rules in a moment, which start with a murder has been committed. I will teaser that at least. Don't forget, I mean, there's all sorts going on the channel. We have some great stuff of this ilk sometimes on Patreon. In fact, the CTC Snake Egg collection, the March Puzzle Hunt, May Puzzle Hunt, sorry, is fantastic as well and features some intricacies that you don't normally come across. So we highly recommend that, by the wonderful Glum Hippo. Oops. And there's always extra content on Patreon as well. There's all of our merch and Sven's Sudoku pad on links under the video, along with all of our apps, and they feature all sorts of rule sets, many of which are covered in the rule sets of this puzzle. And I'm going to go through it because it just entertains me. The rule set entertains me. So here we go. A murder has been committed in Grid Mansion. Dr. Awkward has been found dead, and there are 6 suspects. Can you work out who did it? Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, column, and 3 by 3 room. I.e., I think we can talk about the boxes for that. Now, you find your path. Draw a line passing through the centres of some cells to represent your journey from room to room as you interrogate suspects and look for clues. Your path must start at one of the lettered cells. These are initials labelling the 6 suspects and the victim, so there are 7 of them. W, T, P, A, Z, N and S, which are in their pentomino shapes, I think, apart from A. No, they're not, actually, because that is a tetromino down there. So, no, they're not. I mean, some are, some aren't. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Your path starts at one of the lettered cells. The path must finish at another lettered cell and visit all the other lettered cells along the way. So that represents you as the detective interviewing all the suspects and inspecting the body, I suppose. Your path may move orthogonally or diagonally between cells, but may not cross itself. You may not pass through a thick black wall. You can only get from room to room by travelling through the centre of a doorway. For some doorways, this may mean you have to go through diagonally. I suppose like this doorway here, you'll pass from that cell to that cell if you went through it, or from that cell to that cell. The value of digits along your path, note that, must constantly increase or stay the same, like a slow thermometer. You must never move from a higher value to a lower value. Now, there's got to be something going on because that path would be far too long, I think. And here is what is going on. There are pseudo cells, and this is why it's pseudo Cluedo. And the pseudo cells, what are the rules? Every row, column and room has exactly 1 pseudo cell, and these 9 pseudo cells contain the digits 1 to 9 once each. For the purposes of your path, and for the weapon, victim and suspect rules below, we've got those to come, the value of a pseudo cell equals its room number, regardless of which digit appears in the cell. Rooms are numbered from 1 to 9, 1, 2, 3 in reading order, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the pseudo cell in each room will contain a digit, but its value will be the room number. Okay. Weapons. Some weapons have been found. I wonder if they include lead pipe. at locations marked by an X. The value of the two cells separated by a weapon summed to 10. Okay, that's just a fancy way of introducing the normal X rule. Now, the victim, Dr. Awkward's body was found lying awkwardly in the doorway between rooms 4 and 7. So A is Dr. Awkward. This has been marked by a white outline, a good old chalk outline. All that's known about the victim is that the value of his cells form a palindrome reading the same from either end. Wow, the values of his cells form a palindrome. Now, the suspects, and here comes some more rules. Digits do not repeat in a killer cage, although their values might. Each suspect has a particular trait. Miss Parity, red, values of orthogonally adjacent cells have a different parity. One is odd, the other is even. Mrs. Summer, blue, a doorway divides her cells into two distinct groups whose values both have the same sum. So this is an alternating parity line. This is a region sum line. Those three add up to those two. I'm talking about the values, not the sums. Miss Ten Clumps, white, she's up here. Her cells can be divided into smaller distinct groups of orthogonally connected cells, each of which sum to 10. Values, remember? Colonel Nabner, yellow, none of his cells' values are consecutive with or the same as each other. So that's a Nabner. This one is a Ten Clumps thing. Professor Zipworthy, purple, that's a great name. Cells an equal distance from his central spot sum to the digit on his central spot. So it's a zipper line. And the Whispering Reverend Green, I think I know what he's going to do. Adjacent cells must have values with a difference of at least 5. Wow, I mean, this is madness, isn't it? Give it a try. Oh, hang on, there's more. I missed one. One particular digit, not value, appears in all the suspects' cages except for the real killer. Who is it? Well, you'll have to remind me at the end of the puzzle to make sure I'm checking for that, because I nearly missed the rule. I could easily miss that at the end if we get to the end. What a brilliant idea. Marty Sears is just absolutely electrifying with his ideas. And some of the puzzles coming out of that brain have been incredible. I'm really looking forward to giving this a go. Do try it on the link under the video. Probably won't be easy. Check the video length. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. What am I meant to hit? That one. Let's get cracking. Okay, so so many things to think about, so many places one could start here or not. And the pseudo values. Right, let's start in box 2, room 2. The values of these cells add up to a multiple of 10. It's probably 20, but it could theoretically be 30. Now the values of these add up to 10 each. That is giving us a total value count in the box, in the room, of 40 or 50. What's going on with the pseudo digit, I hear you shout? Some digit in this room has been given artificially a value of 2. So if it had its normal value, obviously the room would add up to 45. There is a secret. You have heard it before. I know you have. That the value of every row, column and room or box in a Sudoku is always 45, because that's the sum of the digits 1 to 9. That's not true in this puzzle with its values, but it is true about the digits still. So the digits add up to 45, but the value, once you make one of those digits into a 2, is either 40 or 50. Well, it couldn't be 50, because you'd have to increase a digit by a margin of 5. So it's 40, and you've reduced a digit by a margin of 5. So the digit you have reduced is a 7, and that is the pseudo digit in this room. I'm just going to recheck that in my head. The value of the digits is 45. You take out the 7, you've got 38. You make it into a 2, you've got 40. And that is going to be 2 clumps of 10 here, and 2 10s here and here. And I don't know what that enables me to know, except that that 7 doesn't have to be in the white cage and miss 10 clumps. It could be in one of these cells along with an 8. We always have trouble accommodating a 5 in a 10 clumps puzzle. Well, 5 is not going to be on these X's because no other cell can have a value of 5, and 5 has its own value. So 5 is in a 3-cell 10 clump within this cage, along with 2 low digits. Oh, but 7 now counts as a low digit with a value of 2. That doesn't actually teach me much. I mean, it is worth knowing that is true, that 5 is in a clump of 3 digits along with 2 low ones, making 10 here. And then the other high digits, 9, 8, and 6, form pairs, one of them within that region, one of them there, and one of them there. And they're acting along with 1, 2, and 4. Only when I say 2, I might mean the fake 7, or I might mean the real 2. Oh, so there are 2 lots of 2. I think I'm now concluding, yeah, there's only one 8 in the room with its own value. And that is going with either the regular 2 or the fake 7 acting as a 2. But the other 2 is going in the group with the 5 in it. It's a 5, 2, 3 group somewhere in here. So, okay, what we now know is that 3 and 5 are in this cage. And they're in a clump together, an orthogonally connected clump, along with one of the 2s. Okay. That took me ages to establish, and it's probably not huge. And the trouble is, I don't know what you can say about all the other nonsenses, all the other regions. This Nabna, we've got a fake digit with a value of 8 in this box. But I mean, these could be 2, 4, 6, 8. That red rule was useless. This green one doesn't do much yet. Oh, what's the rule about the path then? Because that looked impossible to me at one point. Then I got interested in the pseudo cells and forgot how impossible it was. Right, the path starts at one of the lettered cells and ends at one of the others, and it visits them all. And yet somehow it's a slow thermo all the way. And it includes the victim cell. So that path visits all of these cells. Okay, so no, this is really important. This is huge. How can it possibly do that? It visits all of those cells. There are 7 of them. It's got to make all kinds of traversing the grid. Every time it changes room, it must stay the same, I reckon. The trouble is, I need to find a sort of tentative path. Let's use the pseudo clues, because they must matter, mustn't they? One, two. The pseudo clues, yes. The pseudo clues will allow the path to stay the same for 2 cells within the same room. And that is how we're going to achieve it. Like if you drew any path between these cells, even allowing for the occasional diagonal move between rooms, which would allow the path to stay the same. Let's just randomly go down to there, up to here. I mean, the number of steps you have to take, even allowing for diagonal moves, it's massive. So we've got to use this facility where this digit could be a 1, and then this digit could represent a 1. Because this is room 1. This is room 2, where a digit represents a 2. This is room 3. So I bet that the path has to go from room 1 to room 2 to room 3. Actually, then it can't go to room 4, so it's going to get a little troubled then. But by the end, it can be going from room 7 to room 8 to room 9. Yeah, this is what's happening. It's got to go. There's the pathway between all of these digits is so long, and it must go up in every step that is contained within a box. I mean, yes, in all of these regions, these 5 regions, you have to take a step to the letter and a step away from the letter within the same box. If you carry on, if you don't end the path there. And that would always involve 2 steps in the chain of digits. Let's say they go from the minimum 1 to the maximum 9. And as well as that, some of the paths between doorways are straight lines and can't be, therefore, normal repeat digits. And there are so many steps involved that we must take maximum advantage of, I mean, I'm not doing the actual count, but it's obvious that we must take maximum advantage of the ability to use the pseudo clues. So I'm going to assume that the path goes roughly from room 1 to room 2 to room 3, probably then on to room 6, although there's actually no letter in room 6. But the path can't cross itself, so it will have to go on. Yeah, it will go on into room 6, then room 5, then room 4. I mean, it'll visit all of the letters and finish there, which will be a fake 9 or a real 9. Anyway, that's what it must do to exist at all. That's the only way it can do it. So let's colour somehow. What colour am I going to choose? Bright blue. The cells that I think have to be on this path. So it's got to go through that doorway. It's got to go through all the letters. It's got to go through that doorway. There. It either goes that way or that way through this one. That way would be more helpful because it would involve less steps in getting to this doorway. So let's assume the minimum path length and then count it out and see what happens. So then we come through the doorway here. Now we have to get to there. Oh, then, well, we can either go up there or we can go up there and through the doorway diagonally. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to keep coming this way though. Then probably that is the quickest way through the doorway to the N. Then it's either way there, one of those, and we hit that. Now, how many steps is this? Minimally. 1. Well, we start there. In fact, let's count it out in digits. 1, 1, 2, 2. We're allowed 2 of the same digits in the room of that number. 3, 4. Oh, but then we haven't used the digit 3. The funky 3. Ah. 1. Oh, 1, 1, 1. Oh my goodness. As long as this is the fake 1, we can achieve that. Oh, that's going to change things up. 1, 1, 1. 2, 2. No, this can't be a fake 1 because it's in room 2. That is not right. It doesn't have to be a fake 1. It can be a genuine 1. Oh my goodness. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Then we can have 2 again. A genuine 2 in room 3. Then we could go 3, 3. Then we could presumably somehow have 3 again. Oh, we're in room 6, so we can't use a cheating digit here. So we go 3 again, 4, 4. Yeah, this is good. Then we can have a 5 in one of these cells and a fake 5, or the other way round, I don't really know. Then we have to take an extra step, but we can have another 5. 5, 6, 7, fake 7, 7 again. This will work. This is what is happening. 8, 8. Oh, hang on. I'm a bit... How do I get to 9 now? Maybe I didn't get enough 7s. Oh my goodness. Where did I get to? 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3 possibly. I did. That was fine. I was doing that. Then 4. We're in room 6. We can't benefit from fakery. 5. We can only have 2 5s. Oh, 4, 4. We can have a 4 here. Maybe I said that. 5, 5. Then another 5. I think I did say this. That's okay. But then aren't we looking at 6? And I don't see... We're in room 4. We can't benefit from a fake 4. It's this doorway is weird because I can't get through it efficiently. 4, 4. That's where we were. 5. I'm just trying to see if there's any benefit of going through that way. I don't see how there is because we have to go through this cell. 4, 4. 5, 5, 5. Oh, you know, that's okay, isn't it? Yeah, that is okay. 6, 7, 7, 7, 7. If I can make all of those 7s, we're golden. And I can, because that can be the fake 7. Oh, that's actually going to help this palindrome, which I hadn't thought about at all. Which was very weird when I read it out. But that's right. These can all be 7s. Then I can go, I don't know, something like 8, 8. Oh, no, I have to go through here. 8, 8, 8, 9, 9. Right. That's it. That's the only way it works. We can fill in. Well, we can't fill in the digits. We can fill in the values. So we've got 1s there. I'm putting the values in the center of the cells. Then we get another 1. Then we get 2s in all of those places. I mean, this is so weird, but it must be right because there's no other way that this can work. You get 3s there. We're in a room where we can't have a fake 3. So now we go up to 4s. Then we have 5s, then another 5. The trouble is, I don't know whether we go up and then down this way. So I don't know where the 5 appears here. No, I do know because we can't have another 5. We need to get the 5 into this box. 6 is in one of those. These are all 7s. That's the key moment that I found really hard to understand. This is now an 8 when we get to the body. Then we're allowed a fake 8 in one of those cells. and another 8 in one of these cells, and then a 9, I suppose, in one of these 3 cells, and that's a 9. Okay, those are the digits I can sketch in. Now, there are some of these that are the definite fakes. This is the fake because it sees both of those ones. If that was the fake, it would make that a genuine. That can't be the fake because the fake in box 2 has a value of 2. Yeah. This is the fake here. What colour do I make the fakes? Well, let's have a grey flash for the fakes. So these are genuine digits. I can write them in as 1s. Now, I knew that 2 was going to... No, what did I know? 2... both 2 and the fake 7 we worked out are on this path, having a value of 2. Yeah, they must both be. That must be right. That is 2 and 7. They both have a value of 2. But this is a genuine 2 once we get into box 3. So that's the fake digit. Yeah, it can't be a 2 digit. That's the fake and is a 7 acting as a 2. That's the genuine 2. Oh gosh, this is so hard for me to comprehend. It's so clever though. Now, I've been putting off working out which one of these 3s. The fake is in box 3. It's one of those 2. But those 2 are in the same column. So one of them is the fake. So it's right here in the center of the box. That is the fake digit with a value of 3. I don't know what digit it is. We will think about that later. Those are genuine 3s. These are genuine 4s. We're not in box 4 at all. That is now, which of these 5s is fake? It's one of those 2 because it's in box 5. I don't think I know which one. That's a bit annoying. This is a genuine 5 once we get into box 6. This is, no, box 4. There's a genuine 6 in one of those cells and a genuine 7 there. This is the fake 7, it has to be. These are genuine 7s. This one, I don't know which of these is going to be the fake 8 and which one is going to be the genuine one. Yes, I do, because we've had a fake in that column. So that's the fake. Then we get to an 8, a genuine 8 in one of those cells, a genuine 9 in one of these 2. No, a genuine 8 in one of these 2. Yeah, and I don't know which, because that fake 8 didn't decide. Now, we've got a fake 9, not in this column, because of that. So it's here, in this cell. That is a fake 9, and there's a genuine 9 in... No, it could be in any of those 3, as far as I can see. That's just so crazy. I haven't really thought about any of the, apart from Miss 10 Clumps, I haven't thought about any of the other things. Oh, hang on, what's this? This zipper's a huge problem now. Because the value of both of those cells is 5. Oh, well, I've messed it up then here. Ah, I have messed it up there, but not by much. Now, why I didn't want to go up here was because that connection would... We can't have a fake digit here. Oh, I know. The trouble is... I might even have missed an opportunity. If we go from there... Oh, no, this is... No, we didn't. Okay, I'd forgotten. This is where the letter is on this cell. We have to go through this cell. But these cannot both have the value of 5 because of the zipper line rule. So... what I think we now have to do, and I don't see why this is impossible, is hit a 5 value there and a 6 value here and then a 6 value there coming through the doorway that way. That does seem to work. So I'm getting rid of that 5. The trouble is, I didn't see this before, and now how do I know it's the only way? I think I do because of this zipper line. We can't have these both have values of 5. But we can't get to a value of 6 here. Or we would have to then... We could get to a value of 6 here, but we can't here. Because we have to stretch from this 4. We have to go to a value of 5 next in one of these cells. But now I think we've proved it can't be there because we have to go to that cell next. So I think we have a value of 5 here. Oh, and we've got this zipper cell. And I think this is still all right. Sorry, this pseudo cell. So that is not pseudo, so that's a genuine 5. This is a fake 5. Then I think we go to a genuine 6 here and a genuine 6 here. These are boxes 5 and 4, remember. So we've got no excuse for having fake digits in those with a value of 5 there, or we've already had the fake and 4 there. So I think this arrangement is now working. Now, where are our pseudo digits? Because we've got loads of them in. We just need one more in box 4 and one in box 6. Oh, look at that. Look at that X. That's going to do it for you. That's going to find the fake digit in box 6, because this digit needs to have a value of 6. So that's the fake. It's mad, this puzzle. We'll put the fake there. The last fake is here in Dr. Awkward's body and has the same, and that has a value of 4 because it's in box 4. So this digit has a value of 4 because of the palindrome that we were told is here and is a 4. Now, what's happening on this zipper, which I was so keen to facilitate? We've got a value of 5 there. Now we can have a bigger digit here. And we can have a little 1, 2, or 3 there. And a value of 6, 7, or 8 there. Okay, not 6. Okay, we found... So the grey flashes are all the pseudo digits. Everything else is a genuine... And the blue path... Well, I haven't completed it between boxes 8 and 9, but I have completed it everywhere else. Ah, that is a value of 8 on the Nabna line. That can't be on the Nabna line too, because it would be a genuine digit, obviously with also... Sorry, it can't be on the path. So 8 goes there, 8 goes there. They're on the path, they go bright blue. And then we cross a genuine 9 in one of these positions. I don't know that I can find that out now. I don't think I can. And then we hit the fake 9 there. Right, now we can do some Sudoku. This is just mental. That's a fake 2. I'm not going to do Sudoku. I'm going to do all of the various cage rules. Now, the other digits in this cage are an 8 and a 3 and a 5. Oh, we've got a 3 there, so we know where 3 goes. Lovely. And the 2, no, I don't know. The 5 goes with the 3. So if I was to put the 5 there, the 8 could never connect with one of the 2s. So I'm putting the 5 there and the 8 there, and the 10 clumps are designated as 8, 2 there, and fake 2, 3, and 5 there. This is a 9, this is just Sudoku, and that's a 4, 6 pair, which I can write in. Wouldn't it be lovely if this all got easy? I'm not expecting that. 7, 3, 5, 4, 8. So, this Nabna, we've got a value of 8 there. These are genuine digits. They either, one of them is 1 or 2, one of them is 3 or 4, and one of them is 5 or 6. Well, none of them is 5, and 6 can't be in those cells, so that's a 6. These can't have a 2 on now, so they do have a 1 in, and either 3 or 4. And the Nabna rules allow either. Okay, let's just remove these central digits from those cells because they were just, and those two, they're just telling me the values. They're not actually useful Sudoku markings. Now, I've got an 8 there. Why have I written 7 or 8 in this cell? Because of the, yeah, this is the zipper. That is right. That's now a 7. And that means that a value of 5 here goes with a 2 there, and that does seem to work. These two add up to 7, and they can't be 2, 5 because we've used the 2, and they can't be 4. Oh, but they can't be 1, 6 either. Oh no, that 7 must have been wrong. I've still got something wrong in this bloomin' cage. This zipper cage, it's throwing me now. How could this be a 9? If this was a 9, that has a value of 5. That's the... Have I got the fake digit wrong here? No, I don't think I have. That's the fake digit. Everything says that is the fake digit. It has a value of 5 in room 5. Five, 7, 2. I just don't think that leaves anything here. We've got, oh, 7, 2, 4, 5, 6. We've got 1, 3, 8, and 9 as digits, and those would have to be genuine ones. Oh, if that's not on the path, we could run up to a genuine 5 there. Yes, I'm sorry. Well, even as I worried about have I understood the right path, I hadn't. Look at that. That path does work. We go this way, then we go up there. That fake 5 is fine. Right. Right. Sorry. That doorway had me totally fooled twice in a row. That's embarrassing, but now I can go back to this being a 7. That's still a fake 5, so it can't be a 9 in the middle. Now we've got 5 and 2 adding up to 7. Now this can be a 1, 6 pair, and we're okay. And these are 3 and 9. Or no, I don't know that because I don't know what the fake digit is. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. The digits I have left to write in are 9, 8, and 3. And just Sudoku sorts that out. So it's a fake 3 acting as a 5. Okay, we've found the correct path. I was going to take that corner mark out as well. Okay. That's acting as a 6. Could be any digit. Okay, I think we're resolved there. This is a 9 in this column. This one is 1, 3, or 4, acting as a fake, but we've had a fake 3. Remember, all of these pseudo cells have to be a set of the digits 1 to 9. That's a 2, 5 pair to be resolved. This box, I mean, those fake digits are going to sort it out, so that cage is basically done. This whisper thing then, that's low. Well, this is a fake 1, so it doesn't matter what we put here. In fact, by Sudoku, that's a 2 or a 9. This is high and it sees 9, 6, and 7. That's quite easy. This is high and it sees 6, 7 in the row, 8 in the box. That's a 9. This is low and it sees 4, 2 in the row, 1 in the box. Oh, lovely. Oh, that was a party for 3 in the corner. Hurrah. Even in Grid Mansion, we have parties. Now, we've got that 9 there. This is now a fake 2. And we can write a 5 in there by Sudoku. That's 4 or 6. These are from 4, 6, 7. In the top row, we've got a 1 and an 8 here. Now, this struck me as a very unhelpful cage earlier on. Maybe it has become less so. No, I'm still planning to come back to that. I haven't looked at this one at all. Oh, there's a 1 in one of those two cells because of the value needed. So that's not a 1 either. So that's a 4 in the pseudo cell. So the digits now used in the pseudo cells are 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, that's good. One of these two is a 4 by Sudoku. Now this thing has got a value of 9 there. It's just 2 up in the air. I don't know. Right, we can't have another fake 7. So 7 in the row goes there. And in fact, by Sudoku, this sees 5, 8, 9, 1, 3, 7 in the row, 2, 4 in the column. Oh, I see. It's a 6 acting as a fake 6. How weird is that? Oh, that's just creepy. 6 is disguised as a 6. Maybe he's the murderer. 2, 7, 6, 3, 4 we have put into the fake cells. The other fake cells we have left to write in are 1, 9, 8 and 5. That one sees 1, 8 and 9, so that's a 5. This one sees 1 and 9 in the column, so that's an 8. This can't be a 9 because there's a 9 in one of those cells that's a genuine 9, so that's a 1 and that's a 9. That's all the fakes filled in. Now, a bit of Sudoku. Sudoku has fallen apart because I've got those two 5s. So I still got that path wrong somehow in the central box. I can't believe it. I was so sure I was right. I filled in that whisper like that, and I believed that as well, but this digit sees all the possible Sudoku digits in that case. So I have got it wrong. Oh, I don't believe it. I know what I got wrong. Once I made the path go this way, that didn't have to be on the path. Right. I know I'm changing things on the fly, but this puzzle's mad, so I don't feel bad about it. Never mind that. I got to this stage. I'd just been monkeying with this path, hadn't I? Oh no, okay, let's go back to where I was. Okay, I'd just been monkeying with the path here. And what I did was I corrected the 6 and the 5 like that correctly, but I should have become aware that that 6 could be in one of two positions, and we don't know which one is on the path. And I think we're going to find out it's not there, given what I've learned subsequently. But we will take it up from here. Yeah, that's right. 6 can be in either of those positions, and I did not allow for that once I changed the path. Okay, I'm still determined to finish this puzzle. And all the stuff I did after that is probably pretty valid. That's a 7, for instance. That's still true. That's got a value of 5, so that's a 2. This is a 9, and that's a 1, and that's a 6. This is all good. I knew that was a 9 because there's got to be a 1 in one of those cells. This 1, 7, 2, 4, 5, 6. We've got 3, 8, 9 to put in here. We can just write them in by Sudoku, and we find we've got the fake 3. This is 1, 3, or 4, but we've had a 3 in the fake cells, and we need a 1 in one of those two, so that's definitely a 4. And the values in this Nabna are 8, 6, 3, and 1, which is fine. That's a 2, 5 pair. Then I go up to this green thingy, and now we've got a different situation. This has a value of 1. This is high, but now it can be 6, touching 1s on both sides. So it's 6 or 8. This is low and sees 1, 2, and 4. So that's a 3. This is high, 8 or 9. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. Back in the spotlight for a second go. And now this is all a bit different. This digit sees 3, 4, 6, 7, 2, 1 and 5. That is 8 or 9 forming a pair up there. That is now a 6, and that sorts out, rather as expected, where 6 genuinely goes here, which is into that cell. Now, there's a 6 in one of those two cells. It can't be there because that would be a 4, and we've had a 4. So 6 is in the corner. 3, 8, 9, 1, 6. We can place 5 in the box. This is a 2, 4. In fact, that has to be 2 by Sudoku. And then we can fill in 4 and 7 as well. This is a 6, 9 pair. Right. In fact, we've got a 9 in one of those cells, so we know which way round they go. That's a 1, 5 pair. I think it might be easier if you do it correctly. And that's a truth often stated about puzzles. Now, what was the rule in red? I've literally forgotten. It was to do with parity. Misparity. Values of orthogonally adjacent cells have a different parity. Right, that has a value of 3, so that's working with that, and with that, and with that. I didn't need the rule at all. I'm insulted. Okay, this still sees 2, 7, 9, 4, 3, 1, 8, 5. It's still a 6 masquerading as a 6, and the biggest faker in the puzzle. So far, we've still got the murderer to find, of course. Now, what I did, of course, was then work out what the cells are. We've had a fake 4, so that's a fake 8. Now we've had 8, 7, 2, 3, 4. We've got, and 6. We've got 1, 5, and 9 to put in the fake cells. That one can't be 1 or 9. These two, though, are not resolved now. That's interesting, unless I'm missing something. Ah, yes, this can't be a 9 because there's a 9 in one of those, so they are. There we go. That's a 1, 8 pair. Now I can just do some Sudoku. Feel a little bit better about the world. 1, 2, 8. Yeah, it's coming, it's coming. This X, we've got 1, 2, and 8 to place in the column, so that's a 2, 8 pair. This is a 3, 9 pair at the bottom with a 1 going, I can't get to the cell there. 6, 1, 7, 4, 8. So we've got a 3 to, no, not necessarily. This is a 5, 3 pair. The other way round, in fact. 3, 5. This must be a genuine 7 for the X. We didn't find the path completion with the 9. 2 and 8, they are done. 3 and 9 are done. 2 and 5 are now done. I mean, we must be just filling in digits now and then checking totals, which is great. That is the sort of stage I wanted to get to. 2, 4. So a 9 here is going to finish the puzzle, but I need to check all of me rules. The 9 here is going to be on the path to finish the puzzle. And the path now goes 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, sounding like Monica, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9. That is the most ridiculous slow thermo we've ever featured on the channel, I reckon. And this German whisper, sorry, let's give them the names. This is, was it? The Whispering Reverend is correct, 38161. Miss 10 Clumps is 235 adds up to 10 and 8 2. Who's this? Miss Parity goes 5 4 3 6. The Reverend Zipworthy goes 1 plus 6 and 2 plus 5 both equal 7. Dr. Awkward is a palindrome of 4477. Yeah. Colonel Nabner 8631, and this Miss Summer 1315 there. 6 plus 9 is 15 there, and it is all correct, and I'm going to put in a 9 here and we're done. What a brilliant puzzle. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, as mad as a box of frogs, but genius. Genius, genius, genius. Thank you, Marty Sears, for creating that. Oh, the murderer, the murderer, the murderer. I did forget. Now, the rule was one particular digit, not value. So digit appears in all of the suspects' cages except for the real killer. Who is the digit? I'm fancying naughty 6, who's posing as a 6. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 8 there. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8 there. 4, 5, 6, 8 there. Oh, there's not a vast amount of commonality. All of the suspects' cages. We're not looking at Dr. Awkward. How am I going to identify this quickly? Oh, look. No, 1, 3, 6, 4. The only common digit between those two is a 3. But there are 2 cages without a 3, so it's not 3. So one of these digits, one of these cages is missing the digit. So that the digit that is common to all of the cages except one is in all of these cages, and it is naughty 6. 6 is in all of those cages and no other digit is. Look, 6 is there, 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 and there. It's also in Colonel Nabner. 6 is the only digit in 5 of the cages. It fails to appear in Miss 10 Clumps. It is the murderous digit, and it appears here in disguise in its own room, disguised as itself, like a true beast. What an amazing puzzle. What a bizarre conclusion as well. But we are the detective. We get it done. And that is an amazingly great piece of fun. I'm glad you allowed me to indulge myself. I didn't really give you a lot of option, I know, but I've had a great time. And you get to watch me have a great time. What could be more fun than that? Lots of things. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow on Cracking the Cryptic. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.